Welcome to the Rani Chennamma University, Belgaum, BSc 5th Sem Physics Paper 1 of Session 32. Network Theorems. From session 28 to 31, we have studied the theory part of network theorems. So there we have studied the superposition theorem, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, and maximum power transfer theorem. Now, in this session 32, we are going to study some problems on network theorems. The learning objective of this session is to solve problems on superposition theorem and Thevenin's theorem. And the session outcome is to solve and analyze the complex circuit with the help of superposition theorem and Thevenin's theorem. So we need some prerequisites to solve the problems. That is Kirchhoff's current and voltage laws, superposition theorem, voltage and current dividing methods, and then Thevenin's theorem. Let us start with the superposition theorem. So for this superposition theorem, this circuit, it consists of Z1, Z2 and Z3 are connected in T shape and it has two EMFs E1 and E2 with their internal impedances Zi1 and Zi2. And there in the theory part of the superposition theorem, we have studied and calculated the current flowing through the impedance Z3, Z1 and Z2. I1 is a current flowing in Z1 as well as Z3 and I2 is a current flowing in Z2 as well as Z3. So in Z3, both the currents I1 and I2 are flowing. Therefore, the current through Z3 is the I1 plus I2, where I1 is equal to I1 dash plus I1 double dash, where I1 dash is the current in the first mesh due to E1 and I1 double dash is the current in the same first mesh due to E2 and I2 is equal to I2 dash plus I2 double dash. I2 dash is the current in the second mesh due to E1 and I2 double dash is the current in the same second mesh due to E2. So therefore, after adding this I1 plus I2, we get Z2 E1 plus Z1 E2 divided by Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1. So using this formula, we just solve some problems. Let us take an example 1. Use a superposition theorem. Find the current passing through 4 ohm resistance. Here Z1 equal to 6 ohm, Z2 is 8 ohm and Z3 is 4 ohm and it has a 2 EMFs, so 5 volt and 10 volt. Then using the superposition theorem, let us calculate the current through 4 ohm resistance. The solution of this example. Here we have to remove one of the source as per the superposition theorem and find the current passing through the particular resistance and finally add for a different EMFs the currents I1 and I2 are added, we get the current passing through the 4 ohm resistance. Here E1 equal to 5 volt, E2 equal to 10 volt and Z1 is equal to 6 ohm, Z2 is equal to 8 ohm and Z3 is equal to 4 ohm. Let I be the current passing through the 4 ohm due to E1 and E2, that is both sources, and I1 is a current in 4 ohm due to 5 volt only. Then by replace 10 volt by, because it is a voltage source, we have to remove and connect them to a short. Therefore, 8 ohm and 4 ohm are in a parallel connection with the series to 6 ohm resistance. So therefore, just by calculating the total resistance, RT is equal to 8 into 4 divided by 8 plus 4 plus of 6, that is equal to 8.66 ohm. Now I total is equal to 5 divided by R total as voltage divided by the total resistance. This is 5 divided by 8.66 is equal to 0.57 ampere. This is the total current passing through the figure 1. So if you know the total current, then we can easily find the current passing through the 4 ohm due to E1 using current dividing method. So as I1 is equal to I total, that is a total current, into the resistance, that is the opposite resistance, 8 ohm divided by 8 plus 4, that is the total resistance, and that is equal to 0.3849 ampere. This is the I1, that is the current due to E1. And now let us find I2, that is current due to E2, so which is of 10 volt. Then to find the current due to 10 volt, we have to remove the first source, that is of 5 volt source, and connecting them to a short. Then find the total resistance. That the total resistance RT is equal to, here the parallel combination of 6 into that is a 6 ohm and the 4 ohm, and is connected in series with the 8 ohm resistance. So therefore 6 into 4 divided by 6 plus 4, that plus 8 is equal to 10.4 ohm. Then by knowing the total resistance, and find the total current passing through the figure 2, and that is equal to total voltage divided by total resistance, and that is equal to 10 divided by 10.4, and which is equal to 0.96 ampere. Now the current passing through the 4 ohm, again use the current dividing method, that is the total current into the opposite resistance divided by the total resistance. Here the total current is 0.96 into 6 divided by 6 plus 4, that is 10. That is equal to 0.576 ampere. So by the superposition theorem, the current flowing due to E1 and E2 is I1 and I2. So the sum of these two current is I. It means that the I is a current flowing through the 4 ohm due to E1 and E2. So therefore I is equal to I1 plus I2, that is equal to 0.384 plus 0.576 is equal to 0.96 ampere. Hence we can easily calculate the current flowing through the 4 ohm resistance. Let us see how we can calculate the current flowing through the 4 ohm directly by taking the formula, as the total current I is equal to I1 plus I2, and that is equal to Z2 E1 plus Z1 E2 divided by Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1. And by substituting the values of E1 5 volt, E2 10 volt, and Z1 is 6 ohm, Z2 is 8 ohm, and Z3 is 4 ohm. By substituting this value in the equation, we get I, which is same as that we have studied. So I is equal to 0.961 ampere. So you can use a direct method or by expanding one to another. That is by replacing one source and find the current, and replacing the another source, again you find the current I2, and finally you add these two current, you will get current passing through the 4 ohm resistance. Now let us see the same example, that is use a superposition theorem to find the current in 1 ohm resistance. So this is also the same example that of example 1. But here E1 and E2, that is a 10 volt E1 and 5 volt E2, and R1 that is 2 ohm, and R2 is 3 ohm, and R3 is 1 ohm resistance. So you can easily calculate this current. The answer is 3.644 ampere. Now let us see the another example. Find V by superposition theorem of this figure. V nothing but the voltage across 10 ohm resistance using superposition theorem, as it consists of two energy sources. One is the voltage source of 20 volt and another one is current source of 5 ampere, and it has only two resistance, R1 and R3. So there is no presence of R2. So therefore you can use a direct substituting the expression, but it is both the EMFs are, one is the voltage source, another one is a current source. So better you analyze by reducing one by one. Let us see the solution. The figure 1 here taking 20 volt source only by removing the current source by open circuit, because we have to remove the current source, keep it to be open, and remove the voltage source by connecting them to short. First we remove the 5 ampere current source, and then voltage through that is I1 is the current through the circuit, and C V1 is the voltage. Now here is equal to by voltage dividing method, because 5 ohm and 10 ohm are in series. Now find the voltage across 10 ohm resistance by the voltage dividing method, that is the total voltage into the resistance of that where we are going to calculate the voltage divided by the total series resistance. So therefore 20 into 10 divided by 5 plus 10 is equal to 13.33 volt. And then in a figures 2, remove 5 ampere remove the 10 ampere 10 volt that is 20 volt first source, and then take 5 ampere source only by removing the voltage source, connecting them to a short. Then I2 is equal to 5 into 5 divided by 10 plus 5. So by current dividing method, so we take the total current into the opposite resistance 5 ohm divided by 10 plus 5, and that is equal to 1.67 ampere. And from this I2, V2 is equal to I2 into 10, and that is equal to 1.67 into 10 is equal to 16.70 volt. Then by the superposition theorem, we need the voltage through 10 ohm is V1 plus V2. So therefore 13.33 plus 16.70 is equal to 30.07 volt. So let us see the same problem. That is, find the current in 10 ohm resistor using superposition theorem. So in the example 3, we have calculated the voltage across the 10 ohm. So now here this circuit has the one is voltage source, another one is current source, and it has two resistors of 20 ohm and 10 ohm, and we have to calculate the current passing through the 10 ohm resistance. With the same method, calculate the current in 10 ohm resistor by removing one of the source, current source removed, and keep them as a open, and then find I through 10 ohm resistor, and again remove the voltage source, and take the current flowing through the circuit and find the total current I1 plus I2, will get the current through 10 ohm resistor. The answer is 3.66 ampere. Now let us see some examples on the basis of Thevenin's theorem. So as the Thevenin's theorem, it reduces the complex circuit into its equivalent circuit, ETH and RTH, where ETH is a Thevenin's voltage and RTH is a Thevenin resistance. Here the Thevenin resistance is R1, R3 divided by R1 plus R3 plus R2, and Thevenin voltage is E divided by R1 plus R3 into R3. And with the help of this one, as R3 and that is RTH and RL are in series, then we can easily calculate the current flowing through the load, as IL is equal to ETH divided by RL plus RTH. With this formula, let us calculate the current flowing through the load. So this is the example 1. Calculate the voltage across 6 ohm resistor in the circuit shown below using Thevenin's theorem. 6 ohm resistor is acting as a load, and now with the simple Thevenin's theorem, we can easily calculate the current passing through 6 ohm resistor and also voltage across 6 ohm resistor. And now see the solution. Here the first step is remove the load resistor and find VTH across A and B. The figure 1, it shows the removed 6 ohm resistor, and VTH is equal to E into R3 divided by R1 plus R3. So directly you substitute the values, 10 divided by 5 plus 10 into 10 volt, and that is equal to 6.66 volt. That is the Thevenin's voltage. Now in the step 2, to find the RTH, remove the voltage source and connecting them to a short, that is 5 ohm and 10 ohm are connected in a shorted to both, and now RTH is equal to R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R3 plus R2, and that is equal to 8.33 ohm. And now voltage across 6 ohm resistor, that is using the voltage dividing method. This is the figure 3. It is an equivalent circuit where VTH and RTH are in series, and that is series with the RL. It means that to calculate the voltage across RL, use voltage dividing method. That is the total voltage into the resistance divided by the total resistance in the circuit. Therefore, VTH into RL divided by RTH plus RL, that is equal to 6.66 into 6 divided by 8.33 plus 6 is equal to 2.78 volt. So this is the voltage across the load. And now this is the same example, that is to calculate the current in 1.8 ohm resistance in the following circuit using Thevenin's theorem. That is the EMF is 5 volt and 3 ohm, 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistors are connected in T shape, and the load resistance is 1.8 ohm. So using same method, you have to calculate this. The answer is 0.5 ampere. And now let us take another example. Find the Thevenin equivalent circuit for the network of the figure, then the current through RL for the value 10 ohm and 5 ohm. So first we reduce the Thevenin equivalent circuit and then find the current flowing through different RL. One is 10 ohm and another one is 5 ohm. To find the Thevenin equivalent circuit, we need VTH and RTH. Again, with the same method, calculate the current flowing through RL. See the solution. First step is to remove RL to find VTH. So by removing RL, and then VTH is equal to that is the voltage applied is 6 volt into 8 divided by 8 plus 4 is equal to 4 volt. Therefore, we get the Thevenin voltage is equal to 4 volt. Then to find RTH, remove the voltage source and connect them to be shorted. Say 4 ohm and 8 ohm are seems to be parallel. Then the parallel combination of them is RTH, that is equal to 4 into 8 divided by 4 plus 8, and that is equal to 2.316 ohm. Then with the help of VTH and RTH, just you draw the Thevenin equivalent circuit, which is shown here. And then the current flowing through the load, that is IL at RL equal to 10 ohm is VTH divided by RTH plus RL, that is 4 divided by 2.66 plus 10 is equal to 0.3159 ampere. And for RL equal to 5 ohm, it is 0.5221 ampere. So in this way, we can easily calculate the current passing through the load for different RL. These are the few references that you can easily follow. Thank you.